Whether you want to call him Barking Mad Barnaby or Bonking Mad Barnaby, it doesn't matter. This little mashup shows his true colours. We're sure he doesn't want you to see it.
Thanks for joining me.
I don't know whether I should, but anyway, let's go.
Well, let me start by saying that I hate you, but maybe you can change my mind. Fair enough. First off, how did you end up with two girls' names?
I don't know whether I've got two girls' names. I've got a surname that I'm pretty proud of, so I'll roll with that.
Okay. Does anyone call you BJ?
We have a protein deficit in the world. The world is looking for protein. Their standard of living is increasing, their buying capacity is increasing, and they're searching for protein. And guess one of the greatest venues for the production of that protein? Here, our nation. Our nation. And you can see it. If it walks, and if it's not human, somebody around the world wants to eat it. Of herpes, of a venereal disease to deal with. Mud-sucking creatures, bottom-dwelling mud-sucking creatures, for which the only form of control is a version of herpes. Economy, because we're going to get rid of the carp. Economy, because we're going to get rid of the carp. Obviously, incredibly sorry about that, but I'm also, and like other people, incredibly hurt that private issues get dragged out into the public arena. I mean, this is who on any street, in any program, would want their private life just thrown out there for everybody to, to be seen. I think most people would say, no, mate, those things should stay in the realm of your private business.
Earlier this week, the government leaked private information about a Centrelink client to the media. And yesterday, the House of Reps passed a bill letting them do the same thing to Defence Force veterans. Well, for more on this story, we're joined by Deputy PM Barnaby Joyce. Barnaby, let me get this straight. You've got no problem at all with the government leaking individuals' private information to win an argument. Is that right?
Barnaby, no one's disputing that. The question is whether or not that information needs to be given to the Canberra Times.
But that's how we cross-reference. That's how we cross-reference it. Well, we get the tax file number and find out from one department what the other department, whether the other department's paying this money out. I mean, that's one of the biggest issues I read about. I mean, we went through a whole range of people. Yeah, I know, but well, mate, it would help if you actually called me before to say you wanted to talk about this.
Barnaby, we did speak to Jake, just so you know. That's the message I'm getting from my producers. We do appreciate your time, though. Thank you so much.
Okay, see you later.
The next issue, which is a gentleman by the name of John Christopher Depp, 51 years old, otherwise aka Jack Sparrow, and he has decided to bring into our nation two dogs without actually getting the proper certification and the proper permits required. Basically looks like he snuck them in. We found out he snuck them in because we saw them taking it to a poodle groomer. Now, Mr. Depp has to either take his dogs back to California or we're going to have to euthanize them. He's now got about 50 hours left to remove the dogs. Now, he can put them on the same charter jet he flew out on and fly them back out of our nation. Why is this important? There's diseases such as leishmania, rabies, leptospirosis, Alicia, and all these
of herpes.
Well, we want to keep out of our country. There is a process if you want to bring animals in. You get the permits, they go into quarantine, and then you can have them. But if we start letting movie stars, even though they've been the sexiest man alive twice, to come into our nation, then why don't we just break the laws for everybody? So it's time that Pistol and Boo buggered off back to the United States.